Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading, we're taking a look at your future self, describing your experience, your blessings, and how you feel this year. And to do this reading, you will be picking one or perhaps several of the 4 decks presented. Let me introduce your crystals to you. For pile number 1, you have the Amazonite. And this is what your crystal, let me adjust that. This is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Dalmation, you have the Dalmation Jasper. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, you have the Hematite. And this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 4, you have the yellow Aventurine. And this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 4 decks or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. I highly recommend you watch more than one pile in case you are drawn to more than one pile. So if you're just drawn to one and you know that's it, then this is the only one that you need to check out. But if you're drawn to several piles or maybe even all of the piles, also listen to your intuition, because it will always guide you to the right readings. It is your magic that always leads you there and surprises you. So listen to it, let it lead the way. There may be more than one message for you, and more to your story, more to what's going on in another pile. So I invite you to check it out if you're drawn to other piles. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings.
You forgot.
Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Amazonite, and today, as you know, we're taking a look at your future self, describing this year to you in this reading. So we'll be taking a look at 3 things: your experience this year, your blessings, and how you feel this year. The format's going to be a little bit different today. I want to shuffle on camera, so we're getting our decks ready, making sure that we shuffle them with this intention before we begin. And so this way they're ready for us to just pull out the cards very easily as we're asking this question, because we're taking an in-depth look at this question. So the first thing we are going to be exploring together is your general experience this year. How is your future self in specific describing it to you? So let's check it out. You have Jupiter in Capricorn with control. You have Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. Looking really cool, actually. Ooh. And let's pick out 2 tea leaves. So you have, I'm intrigued by the month. Let me pull it out. So you have Cain with pay attention to your health. And you have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And what is this? September. Lovely. Okay, we do have the 9 here. Right, let's pull out your tarot cards. So, ooh la la, you have the Death card straight away. So there's huge transformation for you this year. So you have the Death card. Ooh la la. And you have the Tower card. Such a big year full of surprises. You have the Hierophant. You also have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. All right, let's pull out some more cards. You have the Four of Wands, the Empress. I need one more to balance this out. And you have the Five of Swords. So, your experience this year, my dear pile number one. I need a clarification here for the Five of Swords. Wonderful. Two of Swords. Family matters. Okay. Right. So pile number one, this is looking overall, except for some tiny things I'll tell you about. Overall, it is an amazing year. I see that this year your future self is telling you that your life is finally under control. You're doing a lot of the things that you love and enjoy. It's certainly with the torch and the flirtation here shows that it's a year full of fun, activities and adventure. You're going through this wonderful spiritual journey, perhaps even a lot of traveling with Sagittarius. A lot of enjoyment. I see your future self putting a lot of emphasis on how they're enjoying this year so much. It's full of fun activities that you may not have done before. It's full of things that you haven't seen before. It's really, it's certainly a lot of fun. A year that is full of fun, but also a year where you feel like you're in control of your world. You're able to do a lot of the things that you may not have done before. You've grown, you've transformed. There's a lot of growing for you this year. Why is there a nudge here? Maybe we're supposed to look. Ooh, there's a lot of financial growth as well, because this is the talisman for winning the lottery. So you're very interesting how we just knocked it here, right? So there's a nudge here from your future self telling you, look, you're going to be very, very lucky and satisfied financially. And this, makes me feel so relieved, because I was looking at that. I was like, what is that? The Two of Swords comes out with the two fists. I was like, okay, so this looks like a lot of control, although you can't see ahead, which is something I was getting into. But thank God this popped out for you. Your future self wants to clarify greatly that your financial situation is beautiful this year. Thank you, future self. I needed this clarification greatly. All right. So, your year is looking amazing, pile number one. I always like to tell you the truth. I do not like at all to lie. I like to give you the warnings as it is. I like to give you what your guidance is. I like to say it as it is. Your year is looking beautiful. There is a surprise here that's happening in September. Something lovely is happening in September. We'll clarify it for you. It looks like it's a significant month for you. So I can see your future self is telling you there's a lot of growth. You're growing freedom in specific, maybe financial freedom, maybe your character is growing, maybe your knowledge, wealth. So many things are changing in your life, and you are spiritually developing. You're growing into the person who you want to become. Now, I did talk about honesty, right? We do see here with the cane, pay attention to your health, and then we have the Tower card. So as much as the Tower card is playing a dual role here, we can see that there are a lot of nice surprises with the transformation here, a lot of experiences that you haven't had before that you will really enjoy this year. There is an alert going on from your future self telling you, please pay attention to your health. Not that really anything is going on, but it's like maybe your future self has discovered something of something that may go wrong, or that they wish for one reason or the other for you to take care of your health. You do see the butterfly developing here, which shows that if you actually do take care of yourself, your health is going to be in great shape. So that's the one thing I'm seeing your future talk about in terms of, letting you be aware of something. You know how when we say I wish I can go back to my past self and tell them something. So that's the situation here of you. It's like you don't want to go down a road that you may not like, but if you do pay attention to your health, you're going to blossom. And that's the clear message that I see here. I actually see September relating to these cards. Something is happening in September. You know, it's like you're taking a risk with throwing the dice. Maybe you're leaving a job, something with the Hierophant, something official. Maybe you're taking a risk on someone. Maybe you're getting into a relationship in September, or you're taking a risk on your job or career. And maybe you're taking a risk in investing in something. So there's a highlight that something so cool is happening in September, and it's coming out in a very positive manner with the torch here. Something that you're going to be very passionate about, you're going to love, you're so excited about. Up in the air here is I feel a sense of elation from your future self towards August, moving to September. You'll be making a grand move or risk by that time that you will really, really love. It's like I feel like you won't be able to contain yourself. You really are so excited about maybe this next chapter of your life or this new idea that you're taking this risk on. So yeah, overall, your future self with the Four of Wands is saying that it's a beautiful year. They have enjoyed it so much. It's a year that you're really going to love. With the Empress here, you know, the Empress a lot of the time has to do with creation, birthing something, creativity. So it's a year where you're working hard, you're being creative, you're bringing a lot of things out into the world. Look at that. I first looked at that with the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords has to do with defeat. And the arrow going down, I was like, oh, does this look like maybe some financial drop or something? I took it in the beginning. I was like, that's why I was clarifying. But with the two hands coming up, it looks like there's strength. So you'll be okay. This type of dichotomy in reading has been appearing for a lot of you guys, and I'm so happy. I keep seeing maybe the market or something, economy or something, maybe something is happening, but I keep seeing that you guys are going to be okay. So that's so nice to hear for you guys. May you always be protected and blessed. So I see your future self telling you you are going to be fine. Might not be the economy, you know, it could be maybe with your work. Some people are leaving, you're okay. In all cases, I'm seeing you will be okay amidst something. Your future self is telling you that you may not be seeing ahead, but you will be okay. So don't waste your time this year at any point worrying about your finances. Yes, do the necessary thing for sure, but don't worry. Your future self is telling you everything financially in specific is going to be beautiful for you. You're going to be very lucky financially. And you have Saturn here, which shows through the struggles, you're going to be very, very lucky. Now, Seahorse with family matters. Why did this pop up in this area? Maybe some of you are going to be supported by family. That could be a specific message for some of you. Or some of you will be so lucky that they'll be supporting family very well. Yeah, you'll be able to take care of yourself and your loved ones. That is safety for you, and that's what it is. Safety for you and safety for your loved ones. So that's the overall picture that we see going on in your year, your overall idea of what your future self is describing. Right, so such a beautiful year, my dear pal number one. So excited for you. Let's now check the next part, your future self describing your blessings this year. Let's take a closer look. Right, so you have Saturn in Libra with devotion. Beautiful. Beautiful. You have Mars in Libra with choice. Okay. Let's pull out 3 tea leaves like we've done the last time. So you have Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I see a lot of circles here already. You have Feather, someone you know is undependable or insincere. All right, let's keep that. Maybe there's a choice here. Okay. And let's pick that one. Whoa, Wealth. I'm not surprised. This was very clear in your overall experience. Okay, so let's now take a look at your cards, at your tarot cards. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the Hanged Man. Again, talking about a risky situation. Do you see that? Okay. I love how when the energies keep showing itself in different ways. So you have the Queen of Wands. Lovely. You have the 9 of Cups. What a beautiful year. And let's have 3 cards here. You have the Hermit, the 5 of Wands, and you have the 3 of Cups. So let's take a closer look at your blessings. So centering your reading, my dear pile number 1, is a lot of wealth. So one of the key factors about your year this year and how your future self is describing it is that you are so lucky when it comes to wealth. It's almost raining on you, pile number 3. So cool. In fact, you know, since this is a reading about wealth and I see the wheel here, it's making me understand that this popped up because it looks like the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. Again, we're seeing a strong message from your future self about having a lot of wealth. And you know, these stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, they remind me of 5-star hotels, 7-star hotels. I feel like this year your future self is saying that because of all of this wealth, I feel like you'll have the capability of living a very luxurious life. In fact, so amazing, because 5-star hotels are like the epitome of luxury in comparison to the other hotels, of course. But having a 7 stars, like the echelon, a higher echelon of experiencing luxury and wealth, right? So the energy that I'm seeing here is your future self talking about living in a very, very luxurious way this year. So that's right away something that is a huge blessing is what I want to say. Again, 7 stars. A huge blessing. Oh my God, 7, 7. Have you been seeing a lot of 7s? Seems like there's a huge emphasis on the 7s in your reading. Yeah, that's why I have 7 stars. Right, anyways, so yeah, you'll be living a very luxurious life, it seems, this year. That's a strong message from your future self. Very clear. Again, and seeing the feather in the context of a blessing reading, it would translate into a blessing. So feather is light, right? So it could signify lightheartedness this year. One of the blessings is that you feel lighthearted, you feel like life is flowing softly for you. You feel freedom with the feather as well. Feathers are also related to spirituality. You feel your spirituality is heightened this year. You feel connected to your spirit guides and the universe and the cosmos. You feel blessed and lucky. It could, for some of you as well, you know, being as light as a feather. So perhaps if you have been thinking about losing weight in specific, that could be a very specific message to someone. Then in this case, I see your future self saying that you've lost a lot of weight. If this is something that you're looking forward to, remember it's in the context of blessings. That's what we're asking. So, some huge blessing, I think, either mentally, like you're feeling light, mentally, spiritually, physically, you're very blessed, you're feeling good. Which shows us that you are physically going to be okay, and that your future self is just telling you to be careful, because maybe you're at a time where you can still heal, maybe, like make use of that year in terms of your health. But you're doing great, pile number 1. All right. So one of your blessings here with the 8 of Swords, it seems like something in the past was blocked from you. You couldn't do or get something. You wanted access to something. And with the Hanged Man here, you're changing perspective, you know? The Hanged Man is with awareness. 8 of Swords has to do with your mind. You were only stuck maybe because of an idea. And it looks like you are taking a risk. Again, we are seeing a risk. Remember, we saw that in your general reading. We see the Hanged Man risking maybe even their lives here, as they making a bold move, as they walk on the rope between 2 buildings. So you're taking a grand risk that may lead to wealth and great success and achievement. You know, the Queen of Wands has to do with popularity, has to do with something spreading. So you might be successful at maybe your reputation spreading, or if this is a business, your business spreading. You're going to be taking a grand risk that will lead to a lot of success, achievement, wealth, and a great name. You're doing something marvelous, pile number 1. And we did see in your reading that it was going to be around the August to September. And again, we have the 9 here in this area, showing that it would be in September. So we're seeing a lot of blessings. May you be blessed, pile number 1. A lot of blessings happening this year. Let's take a closer look at what's going on here as well. Look at that. It looks like somebody's opening their new apartment. Some of you may be getting, I know it's in the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups shows celebration. So some of you may be opening up a new door to a house, apartment, a new rental place that you love, a new opportunity. Yeah. You're going to have the power to open a new door, whether physically or metaphorically, in terms of a new door being a grand new door being open to you. But this is a big deal here. Your future self is talking about a big deal when it comes to this door. I feel with the windmill here in the 5 of Wands, especially that it's lining up with the wealth here. This is really cool. You know what I'm seeing? Windmills, they operate by the wind. So I kind of feel like something is working on its own. You don't have to put a lot of effort into it because it's working on its own. Do you see where I'm going here? The 5 of Wands is a challenge. So you're turning a financial challenge into something that is automatically bringing wealth for you. You know, this could specifically mean that maybe some of you, this trio here, maybe some of you are gonna buy a place, rent it, and then it's gonna be bringing you a lot of wealth every month. That's very specific, but it's something that I've just noticed here right away. But not necessarily. This could also be an opportunity that you are opening up this year that will be the reason for automatic wealth happening for you. You know, there's like financial freedom right there. Wow, what a reading. This is a big reading, pile number 1. What a reading. Now, with the Hermit card, I see that, especially that you have the feather here, I see your future self talking about a lot of spiritual growth happening, a lot of healing happening, a stronger character, more awareness. Yes, a lot of growth happening to you. Growth, stability, especially mental and emotional stability happening for you because of how the Hermit here is standing. Very stable, very strong. See some muscles. Maybe some of you are going to be exercising. So yeah, a lot of strength going on for you this year. Pile number 1. You're really growing here. The Hermit is like not alone, but personal growth. A lot of personal growth happening this year. Such a cool reading. My dear pile number 1, so exciting. Let's now finally take a closer look at how you feel this year. Although I can already see you're doing beautiful. Right. Let's pick up your cards here. How are you feeling this year? Yeah, that's a very important question. How are you feeling this year, my dear pile number 1? So, you have Mercury in Sagittarius with discovery. Whoa, you're feeling great with the fortune coming in. Sun and Leo with fortune. Ooh, oh my God, this could even be traveling. Maybe your future self is describing how you're feeling elated because you have a lot of wealth, and with the mummification is like death transformation. See, this pointing towards overseas, especially with Sagittarius and the globe here. I have a strong feeling there be a lot of traveling. We see the 9 here. Could the risk be you moving in another place? Because remember, it came in the 8 of Cups. And 8 of Cups is walking away, moving. So maybe you're so excited next year about a certain move. So cool. You have Mercury in Leo with drama. You have a lot of Leo. So I'm seeing a lot of emotions. It's a year full of emotions. It's not going to be a year that is boring in any way, shape, or form. I'm not seeing this drama really as something bad, to be honest with you. With all of the cards that we're seeing, I'm seeing that you're alive is more of the feeling I'm getting. You're alive this year. You're enjoying your fortune. You're enjoying your traveling. You're moving away from dramatic energy, and you're feeling your best. You feel strong. You feel powerful. Especially that we saw with the Hermit card that you're growing. You're stable. You're growing personally as well. Let's pull out 3 tarot cards. So you have the Knight of Swords. You have the 4 of Pentacles. Can you see that? Yes, I think you can. And you have, ooh la la, the Queen of Pentacles. I think it's one of my very favorite Queen of Pentacles, the sass in this card. You have Cat, a two-faced friend. And you have Broken Wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Let's see what's going on here. How you feel this year. So there is a part that your future self is talking about something here, actually. So there's a lot of highs and lows. There's a lot of highs and lows. But one thing for sure, you're feeling powerful. You're feeling in control. You're feeling financially independent with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling very powerful. That's for sure. How are you feeling though? This is the second time we get a message. Oh, are we supposed to pick up a card here? Thank you. Moon in Sagittarius. Let me hide that. Right. So Moon in Sagittarius with optimism. And I love your future self, because I was about to go, uh-oh, what's going on here? And they're like, please, with optimism here, don't make my past self worry, okay? So message is clear. Don't be worried. But let's explore it then. We know now that we need to take a look at it from from someone you know is undependable and insincere. We do know that maybe there's something here, but your future self is telling you there's no need to worry. Let's explore that. Let's explore that. I think this is saying that maybe someone will feel like you're so lucky with the fortune and the experience here. They will want something from you. Maybe you're not going to give it to them. It's like something absurd, that they're asking for something that they don't deserve or is not theirs. Then they'll show you their other face. But it seems like you're going to be fine. With the password here and the 4 of Pentacles, you're keeping to yourself. They're not going to have access to you. And you're going to be very fierce. So you're protected. That's why you have the optimism here. Yeah, someone's like, hey, that's mine. You have a lot of 9s. Do you see that? So yeah, give me a part of what you have. Maybe someone will try to stir up some drama. Broken wishbone. It seems their wish will not be granted. You'll be protecting yourself fiercely and very well. So that's the part that your future self is telling you about. But yeah, they're again telling you not to worry, because no one will be able to get access to you or harm you. It's just like something going on in the background. Overall, there's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of powerful energy where you feel so fortunate and lucky. And again, we keep seeing adventures in your reading, exploring the world, having fun, being a boss. And there's a lot of business going on, but you're really enjoying it. Perhaps even a lot of traveling. Yeah. A lot of taking risks, a lot of growing your business or your career or your finances. That is for sure. Overall, positive emotions this year. Your future self is so excited, had a wonderful year. They want you to know it's going to be fantastic. So, my dear pile number 1, this was your reading. Beautiful year. May you always be blessed. That was your reading. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book could really help you out achieve the goals and the dreams that you set out for yourself, that you really want to achieve in such a simple way. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. You know, it's not about pushing yourself and hating and dreading it every day, but still going after it. It's really learning to make it sustainable and to have fun as you do it. So it's something that you enjoy doing rather than pushing yourself every day. It's not sustainable. Maybe we need to push ourselves in the beginning, but then it becomes fun. It's learning how to make it fun and enjoyable, and especially in the beginning. So if you want to check it out, you'll find a link to this ebook. It's really good, effective information. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. So excited for you. May you be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. As you can see, we're doing this reading today in a slightly different format because we're taking an in-depth look at what your future self wants to describe to you in terms of this year's energy, how they're experiencing this year. They also want to explain in this reading the blessings that you've received in this year, and we're gonna finally take a look at how you felt this year overall. So these will be the details that we're going to be taking a look at in terms of the messages coming from your future self about this year. I see this one already. All right, so let's begin your reading with a general description of your future self's experience of this year. So Whoa, that's really cool. You have Sun in Capricorn with achievement. So nice. You also have Saturn in Cancer with charity. Lovely. What was that? So you have the gavel, involvement with the law. Before we continue with the tea leaves, I just want to point out I don't always take the written message exactly as it is unless it goes along with the reading. I like to see the overall energy of the reading and see what the message is together. So just like yes or no questions, it's always about reading more into things than rather than specifically what is written. So you have the torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Beautiful. And you have unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. I love your energy, pile number 2. Okay, so let's now take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Knight of Cups. Wow, the 9 of Cups. Beautiful year, my dear, pile number 2. Love the energies for you in this reading. You have the 5 of Wands. And you have the 8 of Swords. You're in a unique position here. That's lovely. Now we know why the Capricorn is here. You have the Page of Wands. You have the 7 of Pentacles. And I see this card popping up, so I'm going to pick that one in specific up and see what's up with that. And you have the Page of Cups. Right, so let's get straight into it and see the overall experience in your year. Right, see, Knight of Cups and 9 of Cups in conjunction to the torch, I feel a lot of elated energy here. So overall, as your experience, you are following your dreams, you're following your heart. You feel like with this specific 9 of Cups that your dreams are coming true. You're like, whoa, you're watching one dream after the other coming true for you, and that's why you have achievement. You during this year, I see your future self saying you've made a lot of achievement, perhaps with Capricorn specifically in the area of your career. And I see the unicorn is in conjunct here with this area and with this. So I see that you are in a very unique position in terms of your career or your business. You're standing out, and charity is kind of making me feel that you're making a lot of money. You're getting a lot of wealth with charity, a lot of money coming in. With the gavel coming in conjunction with achievement here, I feel like a lot of you are going to be maybe making something legal, like making a business legal. Yeah, it seems like you're if you work, then you may be doing something on the side that will be very successful and bring you a lot of money. Or you're getting, something is official. Maybe there is a decision where you're going to be promoted and you're signing a new contract. Yeah, there's a level up for sure, and it's becoming official for you in this year. My dear pile number 2. So a lot of positive energy that I see happening in your year. Here I see the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Now you're in a unique position. There was some sort of challenge that you've had with someone or something that kept you very stuck. This could be a partner, this could be a manager that was very hard to deal with. This could have been a lawsuit with the gavel here. Something that you have previously been challenged with, we see with the unicorn. Now you're in a very unique position. So I see your future self telling you that thing that you were worried about, that disagreement where you felt stuck, the challenge that you had. It could be, by the way, as well, a personal challenge that you had. It could be an internal challenge where you were trying to grow, trying to build strength, trying to come out of something. I see your future self telling you you've come out of it. It's cleared now, and you're in a very, very unique position, my dear pile number 2. So very strong energy. Oops. Oh, Looks like we need a card. Very strong energy overall. I don't know what's up with this reading. I keep hitting cards. It happened in pile number 1, and it always brings up a special message from your future self. You have older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. So that came up right as I was about to read this line for you. So let's see how this fits. This came out as soon as I finished this reading, so it could be you resolving an issue with someone, finally being in a great position, or here. So this could be, in this case, for some of you, this is very specific. This could be a manager, this could be a parent, an in-law, a manager, something like that. And someone in a high position maybe was unfair, and you're being put in a strong position, a very unique position. If it's here, which is very likely, it could be in between for both messages, but it certainly has to do with here. We can see you have 2 pages surrounding the 7 of Pentacles, right? 2 pages surrounding the 7 of Pentacles. 2 pages are a new chapter. Maybe you are being involved in 2 things this year. You're experiencing 2 things. There are 2 new chapters in your life this year. With the Wands and the Cups, these are 2 new journeys that you are very passionate about, and a journey that you really love. 2 journeys that you love and are passionate about. You're going to start 2 things, but I see the energy from your future self of, I see. So these are 2 things that you're going to start this year that are not in the spur of the moment. These are 2 things that you're going to begin, and we see them growing. And that's why you have older woman here, something that will stay with you for a very long time. It's like maybe 2 new routines that you're going to begin that are going to be very beneficial, and you're going to grow. So this could be, for example, with the zebra walk here, walking could be exercising. Maybe you're going to start an exercising routine. You're going to grow muscles, or you're going to continue this routine. Also, Page of Cups shows a message, communication. Maybe you're going to start communicating with other people. If this is something that you're not doing, if this is something that you're already doing, that it could be you meeting new people and connecting with other people that you really love. And again, these 2 new experiences are going to stay with you, not just something that happens for a week or 2 or 3. This is, I see your future self telling you these are 2 new open journeys that or new experiences that are becoming a great part of your life, becoming official with the gavel here. Something that you've started and it's becoming your new you. That's why, again, the hitting the deck. What do we see here? Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. This is making me think with eccentricity. Eccentricity is something that you don't expect. So I see that these are 2 new things that are going to happen that you're not expecting will happen in your life. Is something that happens on the spur of the moment, or a message that you get that's unexpected, or a connection that you make that is unexpected. And these 2 are going to be very exciting for you. With it being official here means they're staying there with you. These 2 pathways, routines or new experiences is the best way I can explain it, I think. These 2 new chapters with Page, these 2 new chapters are staying with you. You're not expecting them, and they're growing as time goes by. So cool, pile number 1. So overall, this is the energy from your future self, how they're experiencing this year. A lot of achievements, a lot of dreams coming true, one after the other, a lot of passion and excitement. Something that was very challenging. I see you being in a very unique position with that. You might make a side business or your main business or another business official. And I see 2 pathways, 2 new experiences that are staying there that you're not expecting. So a lot of fun this year. Wonderful explanation of your experience. I see it very positive from your future self. So happy for you, my dear pile number 2. Such a cool experience. All right. So the next thing we're taking a look at is your blessings. So what are your blessings? Your future's explanation of your description of the blessings for 2023 or the next year. This is a timeless reading, of course. So you have Saturn in Pisces with loss. Remember, this is a blessing. We're taking a look at blessings. You have Sun in Pisces again, ooh, with vision. So here, a blessing is something that you've lost. They're both Pisces, so this is a common experience here. Something that you've lost in your past, you're regaining this year. That's very important here. Something that 12 and 12, yeah, unbelievable. Something that you've lost in the past, you're regaining this year. My dear pile number 2. And that's one of the main highlighted blessings here in your reading. You're going to see it come back to your life. So you have, wow, look at that purse with money. Pay attention to your finances. I'm seeing this as in terms of the context of blessings, a lot of finances coming in. So cool, pile number 2. So one of your blessings is a lot of money coming in. Wow, Sun, happiness and well-being. This is also exactly how I'm seeing it. You have the Sun here twice. So a lot of great health, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You're feeling very happy and positive this year. Let's see the third one. I feel like since this popped up, we need to check it out. Wow! So you have success, and with the eagle, you have triumph over troubles and obstacles. Wow. And again, this is mimicking this energy where something went wrong in the past or you lost in the past, you're overcoming and you're now being successful or regaining it, my dear pile number 2. So cool. Let's check out your tarot cards now. So, wow, talking about blessings, you have the 10 of Pentacles. And look at that. It's right in conjunction with the purse, showing that there is indeed a lot of wealth coming in and a lot of success happening for you this year. You have the 6 of Swords. You're slowly but surely coming out of maybe difficult times. You could have had a recent death and rebirth where there was difficulty in your life, and perhaps now as you're watching this reading, you're on the Bordeaux, like you're about to come into this positive time. It's been taking a long time with the tortoise here in this reading, but you're slowly but surely coming out of these difficulties, and this year will be a very, very positive year for you. Full of strong, nice energy. Very powerful, positive year for you, my dear pile number 2. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. We got another nudge. We'll take that. You have the 2 of Pentacles. And you have the Tower card. And perhaps this is why we have a nudge here. Thank you, future self of pile number 2. What is that? Ooh, Moon in Virgo with order. Okay. So the blessings. Remember always that this is in the context of blessings. So this means that something that was out of order, maybe chaotic, came back into order. That's one of the blessings here. And we keep seeing that in your reading. It's unbelievable. Something that was out of order, chaotic, came back into order. You found your balance in life with regards to a very challenging situation that took time to heal. Maybe you had to regain your power and your strength, because the sun is related to masculine energy. So this could be many things: finding your power back, getting your power back. It could, masculine energy could also be protection, safety, finding your safety. Masculine energy could also be going force, with full power, doing the right thing for yourself, being being determined and disciplined. So maybe something was chaotic, and you putting into order means you've taken the necessary action to fix it in your life, especially that you have triumph over troubles with the eagle here and success. So you found your balance. One of the biggest blessings is that you found your balance. You started slowly but surely with the Knight of Pentacles, finding your way. And that's a huge blessing, because it seems like you were a bit lost in the past. You didn't know what to do. Now I feel like you're more in control of your life, and that's a huge blessing for you, my dear pile number 2. Being able to take control and command of your life, do what is right for you, find your success, and create a lot of wealth. What an amazing year. I feel like this year you're very strong. You're standing on your own 2 feet well, and you have a great vision of the future. You're moving strongly with force towards these goals. You're healing. You're picking yourself back up here and making sure you do what is necessary. That's why we saw some routines. Maybe you're putting a lot of things into order to remove the chaotic energy and to put it in order. Create some form of discipline or routine, or plan how to take control back of this chaotic energy. So you're finding for sure your balance this year. You've built things slowly but surely. That's the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Taking one challenge or one task one day at a time, and the more you see yourself achieving things, the more you gain confidence, and the more you start making big dreams or having visions of much bigger dreams. And I see you moving from one success to the next. So a lot of blessings here, especially financially, regaining something that was lost a long time ago. That's very unique. It doesn't just have to be in terms of a past that was maybe chaotic a little bit and then is turning into a huge blessing. It also has to do with you losing something in the past and regaining it. How about we cheat? Bird flying, news is on the way. I think you'll find out about it. You're meant to have it as a surprise, my dear pile number 2. I think your future self sees that you're meant to experience it and not know about it. But do know that you did lose something in the past, and you're getting it in your during this year. You're coming back into balance. You have your life in order, and you're taking it one step at a time, but you have huge dreams and huge visions that you're moving towards. That's exactly what I see in terms of your blessings this year, my dear pile number 2. Such a cool reading. So happy for you. All right, now we're gonna take a look at how you feel this year, your future self describing how you feel this year. Right, so you have Saturn in Capricorn with riches. Why wouldn't you be happy, right? Unbelievable with your cards. So you have riches. You have Jupiter in Pisces with seduction. I feel like the combination here with this card, riches and seduction, I feel like the wealth that you're attaining is allowing you to go after the things that are with seduction, you go after things that you're attracted to, right? So you're able to make a lot of dreams come true. That's why you had the 9 of Cups at the very beginning. You're able to achieve exactly how you feel this year. You're so happy because you're able to achieve a lot of the dreams that you once had very easily now that the riches or the wealth is coming in. Okay, tea leaves. What do we have? Cracked cup. Dissatisfaction with life. Remember how we use tea leaves. You have beetle, good fortune. Wow. Cannot be described enough. And you have September. Wow, you might be drawn to pile number 1 because September was a very important month for them as well. Right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Hermit and the Knight of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, your reading couldn't be spelling out fortune enough, right? So cool. All right, and let's fill out the last row. You have the Eight of Cups. Oh, look at that. 8 of Cups in September. You know, pile number 1 had the 8 of Cups with September. So you might want to check it out. It looks like in September you might be moving or leaving something or a place. King of Swords. Do I need to push your cards a little bit? Yeah, I think so. And the 8 of Pentacles. Let me push these off camera. I don't want to waste your reading time, and I'll be back. Right. So something is very important in September, especially with how you leave. How you feel. Leave, I mean, that's uncanny. See, 8 of Wands has to do with something coming quickly. So that here, it means that a lot of wealth is coming quickly for you, that's for sure. But also, in conjunction to these, it seems like in September, my dear pile number 2, you're leaving something because 8 of Wands has to do with traveling, leaving. So look at that. It looks like in September you're leaving something. Maybe a lot of you are moving. But with the 8 of Pentacles showing up, it could mean that you are leaving one work to go to another, or leaving a position to go to another, especially that the King of Swords is showing up here. So a lot of you could be leaving, one position and going to a much better one, it seems. Yeah, that's for sure. Something related to your work with the 8 of Pentacles, especially that the King of Swords appears here and it's showing me position. Yeah, you're in a much better position in September. Something big is happening around this time and you're elated here because we're taking a look at how you feel this year. So you're very happy because you're in a very good position there. You're making a lot of fortune because of this move. So you're feeling very happy that you get to have the wheels running, you know, money coming in over and over and over, and you feel very fortunate, very lucky with the riches and the money you're making. So something cracked here with this cup. So this is also some sort of unexpected event, that because we're taking a look at what you're feeling. So an unexpected event is happening here. My dear pile number 2. Let's check what this is. What is this event? I see this one popping up. Clouds, temporary problems. So at some point in your year, something happens and you may feel just a little bit gloomy because of it. But see, it's at the very corner of your reading. Position matters in a reading. And I feel like it is something that you are going to experience, but the clouds are going to pass and you're going to feel fine. It's not the main energy of your reading, but your future self is letting you know that something may be a bit sad, but with the Hermit, you're overcoming it. And see, Knight of Wands, you're becoming strong. And it's temporary. And right away, you feel strong and you move on. So it's not something that is not something that is there to stay or make you feel, or huge for you to feel bad about for the rest of the year. On the road, you might feel like, oh no, I didn't want this to happen. You might feel sad for a little bit, pick yourself up and go, you know what? I can do this and this and this. I don't even need that. Goodbye, I'm fine. So that's the sort of powerful energy that I see here. Let me give you an example of the type of energy that I'm picking up in this area. Before I do that, maybe we can pick up a card and see in what area of your life. 7 of Wands, you're not supposed to know now. Okay, thank you. All right, so example. Then it's time for example. I don't see it, I honestly do not see it as a big deal because you're doing absolutely fine here. But it is something that temporarily made you feel like, no, I didn't want that. I think no access here because your future self doesn't want you to spend energy worrying about something that's gonna go very quickly anyway. And obviously it's not something big. So an example of that could be putting time to a new idea for maybe a project or a new product or service idea that you wanted to present to your company or to your business, and you've put substantial effort into it, maybe a month or two. You had hopes and it doesn't work, and you're like, no, I put a lot of effort into this. No. But here's the thing, if this is the example, then quickly you'll realize, hey, maybe this doesn't work. Maybe it's for my greatest benefit that this didn't work, but I can use the little pieces here and the efforts that I've done to turn it into something amazing. So overall, perhaps that's why you don't need to worry. Overall, it may not have worked in the way you had it in your mind, but it turns out to be a great blessing because it's giving you a great idea. It's the only way in which you would have taken this path to go towards this amazing idea that you had. So temporary, you're like, no, but then you realize that it was such a blessing because it's now taking you with full force with the Knight of Wands towards something that you may not have seen otherwise. And this is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 2. The most potent energy that I see is a lot of good fortune and wealth. Can you see that? And you being able to achieve and do the things that you love. Success in business, a lot of movements. Just an amazing, exciting year, my dear pile number 2. This is exactly what I see in your cards. And this was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Speaking of goals and achieving your dreams, this book can really help you out. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook. If you love listening to your books, it was written with every piece of my heart and intention to make sure that you are able to understand what it takes very quickly to be productive, key secrets and advice on how to do it very easily and to enjoy it. And so there's also an audiobook, by the way, if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. I wish you the best of luck. May you always be blessed. Beautiful year. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. As you can see, the setup is a little bit different today. It's because we want to take a deep dive in this reading at what your future self is describing to you with regards to how they're experiencing this year. And so the reading will involve 3 parts, where first part we're going to take a look at your future self describing your experience to you this year, how the general experience was. And then the second part of the reading, we're going to be taking a look at your future self describing the blessings that you have experienced this year. And then finally, we're going to be taking a look at your future self describing how you feel this year. I feel like this wants to come out. Right, we'll take it. How you feel this year, or rather how you felt this year from your future self's perspective. All right, so let's get straight into it. I see 2 tea leaves already. We'll be putting them there. Right, so you have, wow, Mercury in Sagittarius with discovery. You have Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. Very cool, okay. I feel like this needs to come out. You have Venus in Capricorn with convention. Whoa, you have throne, position of authority. I've explained this in several readings. I don't always take the message of the tea leaf exactly as it is or anywhere else unless it is coherent with the reading. So, wow! So, throne, 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. That is amazing, my dear pile number 3. All right, so now it's time to take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 4 of Wands, great experience. Ace of Swords, wonderful. There's a new position here for you with the Ace of Swords that you're very happy about. You are in a powerful position this year. Could this be work? I think it is. It could be a powerful position with work, finances. We'll see. Yeah. You have the 5 of Swords. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. All right. Let's take a look at the final row with 3 cards. 6 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, and you have the 3 of Pentacles. Wonderful. I think I need to push your cards a little bit up so that you can see all of them. I'll do that off camera and I'll be back. All right. So look at that. 9/11. This reminds me of a major event that happened around the world. That was a surprise for all of us around the world, right? So I feel like this is a positive event though for you because you have the throne and you have the 4-leaf clover. So I feel like there is a powerful event that your future self is describing in your reading that happened to you this year that has put you in a very powerful position and is responsible for making you feel very happy. Because I feel like your future self is describing how you felt in the future. Do you see how this person is underground and there's a frame around them? You know, you couldn't feel more stuck here. In fact, with underground, you almost felt like you're dying on the inside. You feel stuck. You feel maybe that your world is not moving. You may have felt defeated. And here we see your future self describing that you have defeated or you've overcome that feeling or that situation. And now your life is not just growing and moving. You're very fortunate and lucky this year. With good fortune, I feel like there's a lot of wealth coming in because with great good fortune here as well as the 6 of Pentacles and being in a good position. Yeah, I feel like, you know, 6 of Pentacles is a card of generosity. So I feel like there's a lot of money coming in for you as well this year. And you're experiencing some balance in a situation where you felt very stuck. Maybe you felt like there was no hope. You were worried. You didn't know what to do. You weren't feeling really overall well. And I see that you have found your balance this year, your overall experience, that the world was kind to you, the universe was really kind to you. You feel like you've been put in a very unique, powerful position with a lot of fortune and luck. Here with Mercury in Sagittarius, maybe your future self is even discussing a trip that they have really enjoyed in specific. So you might be going on a trip that you really enjoy this year, my dear pile number 3. Somewhere that you haven't been before with eccentricity here. You'll be exploring a lot with the Aquarius. There may be flying overseas because the fish is out of the water and we see the sea here. You might be traveling overseas this year in a trip that you will never forget. A wonderful trip of a lifetime. That is very much the highlight of your year. And I see that within this high position, perhaps it is the position that is giving you a lot of wealth with the Six of Pentacles. So there's a lot of benefits and generosity and wealth coming with this new position that you have this year. And with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like Three of Pentacles usually is a card where there's a collaboration between you and others. But really, to be honest, I feel here that you appear on the card alone. So this may mean that you may be in charge of a team this year, pile number 3. It may mean that you'll be making some great plans. You'll be creating a wonderful team. I heard in my mind, what was it? It was a fleeting thought. Winning team or something. Yeah, magic team, winning team. There's an expression. It hit my mind and it went. It's like a golden team. You'll be creating a great team. You'll teach them your craft. You'll teach them how to do things properly. And I feel like they will be one of the reasons where you create, along with them, you create a lot of success and growth, especially a lot of fortune. So you're either being hired in a great position, or you could be creating maybe a new company or starting something new, or your company is growing. But all in all, you're a leader this year, that's for sure. You're working alone on crafting new ideas, but you also have a responsibility of growing your team, which will prove to be very beneficial. I see with the Five of Swords that you're going to be very picky and selective with this team, cutting them off if they're not doing the right work, or being very harsh during the interview, making sure that they're adding and not taking away from your vision, my dear pile number 3. So this is the overall energy of the year. You're over with the Four of Wands. Overall, you're very happy, you're celebrating life, you're enjoying it very much, and you're committed to a new position that is getting you a lot of wealth. You're going to be very lucky in this area. There's traveling, there's balance in a situation where you felt stuck. You're no longer feeling stuck, and you're growing, you're overall growing, especially a team. All right, so that's the overall experience and story of your year. Let's now take a deeper look at what your blessings are this year. How is your future self explaining it to you? What type of detail do we see in terms of your blessings? Right, so you have Mars in Libra with choice. Lovely. You have Mars again in Scorpio with revenge. Ooh, what's going on here? You have, let's see your tea leaves. So you have Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Cool. You have Kite with vacation. See, I told you. All right. And you have career. Wonderful. That's very clear from the beginning. Love your blessings, pile number 3. So you have 2 of Swords. You have 10 of Wands. Really cool. You have the Hanged Man. And you have the Lovers. All right, 3 more cards. 7 of Cups. That's really cool. I love that. You have the Sun card. Wow. And the 2 of Cups. I see a lot here happening for you. Can you see your cards? No, I need to do the same thing. Hold on. There we go. Notice we have the Lovers card and the 2 of Cups. And in your previous reading of your experience, you did have the 4 of Wands, which could sometimes mean marriage or, you know, taking another step with someone you love. So this may not resonate for a lot of you, but if you are single and you're looking for love, it seems like this situation is changing here for you. It might even be during the vacation, by the way, because it's in conjunction with that. So this situation is shifting. And one of the blessings is you'll find here someone that you love and someone that you'll be committed to. But this is, of course, very specific. Not everyone watching wants that. So I had to say this, take it out of the way, make sure I deliver this news to someone listening. If you are looking for love, it seems like this is happening for you. Okay, so your blessings this year. I feel like this card's popping out, so let's see what it is. Wow, Queen of Wands. Thank you. All right. All right, it looks like one is missing here. Let's take it. 10 of Pentacles. No. This is a great year. My dear pile number 3. It's jam-packed with blessings. Look at that. Career and the Sun card. Looks like your career is blooming this year. See, you have the 10 of Pentacles here, showing that you have a lot of wealth. So you're doing great at work this year, is how your future self is describing your year in terms of your blessings. And here, 7 of Cups, you're making a lot of your wild dreams come true, it seems, my dear pile number 3. So that's in terms of your career. You're building a strong foundation of what you want to do, a strong foundation of your business, a strong foundation of your position at work. You're solid, you know what you want, it's very clear, you're moving towards it very quickly and directly. Choice here shows me that this year, one of the blessings is that you'll have the capability to make the choices that you've always wanted. You'll be able to access a lot of things that you may not have had access to in the past. And you'll be able to now make better choices for yourself. So let's say before you had to do certain things that you didn't like, but you had to do it because your manager wanted you to, or your job required you to do it, or maybe even the job that you didn't like. Whatever it is that you had to do just to make ends meet, or to make things work, or to move forward in your career, this year I see you, or maybe even in your personal life, this year I see that you have choices under control. You're capable of doing what is important for you whenever you want, because you have more power and you're more stable. You can do whatever it is that you want. Now, this is a very interesting card with revenge here. I feel like there may have been an unfair situation in the past, and it seems like one of the blessings that your future self is talking about is you getting your revenge back, you getting your rights back from someone or something that was brutally unfair to you. So it's highlighted. It's one of the first cards that popped out. So we can clearly see that you're getting your rights back from someone who was brutal, who was unfair, who might have cheated, or might have cheated on you. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be any person that cheated your trust, right? So that's one of the big blessings here, is your heart calming and feeling your heart is soothing because you're getting your rights back. Okay, so I see here one of the blessings happening this year, and I did see it in your previous cards, that with the Two of Swords, there seems to have been a confusion in the past. You didn't know where to go, what to do. You had a lot of responsibilities to carry. It was so heavy on you physically and on your heart, and it was a tough, cold journey that did not seem like you may come out of it. See, with the Two of Swords, you couldn't see ahead, didn't know, but we see a shift in that, and you love what is happening for you this year. In fact, with the Queen of Wands, you're enjoying your life greatly, especially that you're seeing you're picking up, you're touching your dreams one after the other. You have access to achieving a lot of the things that you have wanted to achieve previously. And with the Seven of Cups, this is crazy dreams. You know, these are fantasies, huge dreams that you wanted before, where you have access to that now. See, for a lot of you, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Lover's card, especially with the Four of Wands previously, this is talking about creating a family, finding the love of your life and creating a bond with someone special. It could happen during a vacation. And see, Ten of Pentacles is having wealth and family and everything that you wanted in life. This is a wonderful year for you, my dear pile number 3. And if you're already in a relationship, we see that your relationship is shifting to something more solid. There's a strong bond between the two of you, and there's a happy home going on here. If this is not anything that is resonating or relating to you, then in that case, your reading is about your happiness with your surrounding, with connecting with other people, enjoying your connection, finding your soul family, creating new friends, and feeling home with these people, enjoying your time with these people. And so again, here we see a shift of reality where you felt stuck and alone. In the past, I saw that in your card right there. And now you have more access to wonderful people. See, there's tribe here. There's finding your soul tribe, finding people that you really love and enjoy your time with. Your world is really shifting. You're building new roots with new people, and you're enjoying both the aspect of riches with the Ten of Pentacles here, as well as your bond with wonderful people that feel like home. My dear pile number 3. So such a beautiful reading. It feels to me that your future self is really loving and enjoying this year. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling unique. You're feeling like you have an amazing life that you've always wanted to have, and that's why you have the foundation here. And the biggest blessing I feel is that you found your way. You're no longer feeling stuck or burned out, or having to carry so much just to make it work, not knowing where it's gonna go. I feel like this is one of the big moments or big benefits or blessings happening to you this year, especially that it looks like there was unfairness. Some people were not fair to you. I feel like these people are gonna fall. Because this card, although it's a hangman, it looks like it has horns, so it reminds me of the devil. It's like the devil is falling, the unfairness, the bad people are definitely falling, and they're being sacrificed, my dear pile number 2, putting you in a strong position. Where you get to see your rights back. Talk about this vacation, my dear pile number 3. Sorry, I feel like there's a great emphasis on this vacation that you really love. It keeps coming up. You're really gonna enjoy this vacation. A lot of you are gonna find love there as well. Let's get more information about this vacation, shall we? The Tower. Wow. And Justice. Wow. Is it related to the Hanged Man here, this vacation? We see a deity here in the Tower card, and it's like there's divine intervention. This vacation is meant to happen for you, to bring some sort of needed balance in your life, in an area that may have had lack. This vacation is very important to you. It's happening to you because it's bringing something in your life into balance, something that you're supposed to have now, that is rightfully yours. Also, justice could be, what is it called? Divine intervention with time. Now is the divine time, karmic law, you know, with a benefit that you're supposed to have now in your life. Obviously, there's the vacation is tightly connected to your relationships, and also for one reason or the other, your wealth. Very strange. Maybe some of you are actually gonna work outside. It could be, that could be very specific, but now taking a look at your cards, some of you may move overseas to work. That's again very, oh, okay, I pushed the card. What is it? Fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray or white hair. All right, so we've established these. We don't need them now anymore. This needed to come out. Fair reminds me of the word being fair. Do you see with revenge here? It's karmic fairness. Aha! It's karmic fairness. You've endured some difficult times, and you're now about to receive, or you're going to get something that you absolutely deserve. It's yours. You were supposed to take it a long time ago, but things happened, paused for one or the other karmic reason, where you had to grow, maybe you had to heal, something of the sort. And now you're getting that fairness back. You're getting what you were supposed to get all along. It was always yours, and you were supposed to receive it in divine timing. Yes, divine intervention for sure. Yes, ultimate fairness. Such a positive year with the sun centering your reading. You're really going to love this year, my dear pile number 3, and that is very much highlighted in your reading. After a very difficult time where you felt like you couldn't see ahead, it could have been very, very hard on you, my dear pile number 3. Very, very blessed year. All right, now we're gonna clear out your cards, and we're gonna take a look at your future self, explaining how you felt overall this year. How did you feel? How was it like in terms of how you feel about it? Because you know, sometimes you experience amazing things, but you may not feel the best. And sometimes you experience things that are not the best, but you feel great. So let's see. Or maybe you experience great things and you feel great, right? So let's see how your future self is explaining your year to you and how you feel about it. Right. Oh la la. I mean, this is uncanny now. That's for sure. If you're single, you're definitely going to get into a relationship. We're talking about how you feel. You feel in love. That's one of the main things in your year. Venus in Taurus with romance. You also have Mercury in Gemini with excitement. I see traveling going on, moving from one location to another, feeling very excited. And I always see these two coming together for you in this reading. Did you notice? The traveling and the romance. So yeah, looks like this is a very specific message for some of you. And look at that, 23. in the year 23. This is the divine time where this is supposed to happen. Very cool. All right. So you have cup. You should accept valid criticism. All right. Let's keep the cup here. You have wall, misunderstanding. Again, with the wall, it reminds me of the wall of China. Again, traveling. And also it says you got access to something that you may have felt was kept from you. You have, whoa, caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. See, caterpillar reminds me of a huge transformation, the journey of a big transformation. Right, so you have the Knight of Wands. You have the King of Wands. Wow. Knight of Wands to King of Wands, there's definite growth here. You feel this year, or your future self feels this year, that you have grown a lot. You've matured, especially in terms of your power, your personal power. You have matured with your physical strength, emotional strength, and mental strength. You've become a very powerful person, and that's one of the things that your future self feels blessed about in terms of how you feel. You know, you're no longer fragile. See, it says you should accept valid criticism. The cup is not breaking. You don't break. You don't get triggered. You're very much in control of your emotions and how you feel. Very powerful character. So how you feel this year, there's huge transformation in terms of your character. You've grown a lot. This is a very significant year for you, 23. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching it in 23, this is definitely a confirmation here for you. Big year for you in terms of your emotional growth. Right. So you have the Moon card. And wow, how you feel. You feel blessed with wealth. Look at that. Some of you may also be buying a nice piece of jewelry this year. All right, very specific again. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. 5 of Cups. Lovely. Lovely 5 of Cups, right? You see the reflection giving it something it lacked. See, here your future self is telling you, you felt some lack of emotions in the past that are really being fulfilled. And you are the one fulfilling it for yourself. So, and that's why your future self is talking about a lot of growth going on here, where you lacked some emotion in the past. But this is talking about some very personal emotion. This is not talking about emotional coming from love that you finally have, which of course is going to happen. But see, I feel like here your future self is telling you you've given to yourself, you feel whole in yourself, and perhaps this is why this is the time you met this person. So there is a strong emphasis on some sort of lack of emotion. Maybe you felt you needed to grow more confidence, or you needed to grow more in strength, or you may have been worried you've given yourself safety. You've provided some healing or power. You've given power to yourself and you're no longer taking it from the outside. That's a big deal for you, how you feel emotionally here, my dear pile number 3. It's a big deal that your future self is keeps emphasizing here in terms of your reading with emotions. Here, I feel with the Moon card, we see a high priestess in the Moon card with the moon on their head, right? So we see someone who has grown strong, and with all of these wolves, you've become a strong character. You've healed some unconscious emotional wounds that you may not have had access to in the past. You've awakened with the excitement here. You've found your power. You've found your power, my dear pile number 3. You have grown a lot this year. Yeah, well, I'm talking from your future self's perspective. You have grown a lot this year. And now I understand why you have the 4 of Cups now that the Five of Cups appeared. This is not just being happy with your financial wealth and gain. This is feeling enough on your own, without anyone else or anything else, without fortune, without wealth, without anything. You feel enough. You don't need anyone. And so I feel like with that energy, you've provided yourself something so important that has opened up a lot of other doors that were keeping you away. So I feel like a lot of things, especially with romance, were kept away from you because you needed to go through that growth first. That's exactly what your cards are showing here, my dear pile number 3. You have the Death card. Of course, we can clearly see you have gone through a strong transformation. It cannot be described enough. And look at that. They're right centering your reading here. Caterpillar to a butterfly. Huge transformation. You have the Death card showing huge transformation. And finally, you have the Five of Wands. Do you see? These are 3 dragons turning a strong internal unconscious challenge into great power. Pile number 3. Bravo, really. This is so cool. What a deep reading. Emotionally, this year, you have become invincible. You've become someone that is not easily touched. There's a word. Intruded into. No one can shake your ground. No one can trigger you, move you emotionally. You're so stable. And you've become such a strong person on the inside. What a transformation to have. You've healed your unconscious, your shadow. You've healed your shadow. You've become so self-sufficient. You've given yourself what you needed. You're not waiting for someone to give it to you. You have made it, pile number 3, in terms of your shadow. You found your way. You figured it out. I feel like the experiences that you have gone through in the past that were so heavy were really there just for you to get in touch with that personal power. Your future self is so proud of you. Emotionally, you are strong, you're excited, you're in love. Ooh, what a year! Pile number 3. If I were you, I'd be looking so forward to this year. I wish you the best of luck. May you always have a wonderful year. May you always grow, and may you always be blessed. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. My dear pile number 3, this book can help you achieve your goals, make your dreams come true very easily. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find, however, that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, this was a special reading. I wish you the best of luck. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look today at your future self describing to you this year. So you'll find that the setup is a bit different today because we're going to be pulling cards straight away to check, to have an in-depth reading of what they're describing to you. So the first thing we're going to be taking a look at is their description of your overall experience of this year. And then we're going to take a deeper dive into the blessings that are happening to you this year from your future self's perspective. What are the blessings that you're going to be going through this year? And then finally, we're going to be taking a look at how you feel this year. Right, so let's begin your reading. And by your description, your future self's description of your experience this year. So you have Mars in Virgo with criticism. You have Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Lovely, okay. You have clouds, temporary problems. By the way, in terms of, I said this in the 4 piles, the messages on the tea leaves, I don't always take them unless they work with your cards. I like to see how they fit into your reading. You have mountain road, you are on the road to success. And you have lobster, financial pinch. Okay, let's take a look at your cards. So you have the 10 of swords. You have the Knight of Wands. Lovely. So you're not taking the fire here. That's wonderful. That's why it's temporary problems with the clouds here. That's important. You have the Knight of Swords. So 2 knights here. Beautiful. You have the 7 of Wands. Very, very powerful energy here. All right. And you have the 4 of Pentacles. You have the Sun card. And you have the Death card. A lovely transformation here. So what am I seeing as your future self's description of your experience this year? It's very clear. I see with this card, Mars in Virgo with criticism, in conjunction with endurance, with the Sun in Scorpio. I see your future self talking about overcoming a certain challenge or a problem this year. It seems like this is a big deal because a lot of the reading is centered around this, with this pinch. Something was of a difficult situation, something was pinching, something was hard, something was painful is exactly it. Something was painful, and I feel like, this nudged. I think we need a card. What's the message here? 6 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, I'll keep it right there. So, like I was saying, I see your future self highlighting with the 2 knights here that you stood strong, overcoming a challenging situation that felt very hurtful, very painful, something that you really had to endure. You've come out of this difficult situation, although it may not have been easy, but you feel very proud of yourself because at the pinnacle here, you feel like you've created a lot of success coming out of it. And see, with the 10 of Swords here, you see your future self describing the experience. This is someone who's hit rock bottom, and they're using the same experiences that brought them down to climb back up again. Powerful reading, my dear pile number 4. We see that you've learned a lot. You've stood there strong. You've obviously overcame something that other people may have been lost at, or may have felt like it's something that is permanent. You've made it temporary. I feel like you're shining here with the 7 of Wands. People from your past with the 6 of Cups are flabbergasted at how you were able to ride the wave, because here this is the alabaster bird. The alabaster bird. That's the name, yes? Did I forget the name? I love this bird, alabaster. And they don't keep flopping their wings, they are very good at making use of the current. So when needed, they flap their wings, and when not, they just let the current for long distances keep them moving forward. So I feel like your future self's experience is that you've overcome something big, and people from the past are like, wow, we don't know how pile number 4 was able to go through this experience. All the rainbows here come out the other side, transform this way. Yeah, you've done something here that is flabbergasting to people around you, because that showed up with the 6 of Cups here when I moved my hand. See, what other people would label themselves with, and same thing that other people would fear other people criticizing them about, where society would maybe call them, put labels on them. Yeah, you didn't take these labels. See, you're not taking fire. You're like, no, I'm not taking that. You went through the fire and back, right? You've learned so much from what you had to endure and go through. And this year you've made a huge leap. You've come out of this. Making what seemed to be a permanent issue absolutely temporary. And you've learned to navigate the waves. You've built a lot of strength coming out of this difficulty. Such a triumphant year for you, my dear pile number 4. And your future self is really experiencing how you've navigated through it, and you've come out strong the other way. You're shining here. Everyone can see you. See, this death card is so cool because this animal, they lay in a row, one after the other, from smallest to bigger, and they swap homes because they grow and they need a bigger home. So this animal would leave to the next, and this one would come out and leave to the next, leaving space for the next to come in. So there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of change in your environment, in your ambiance, in the way you're experiencing your world. You've leveled up is the word that I'm looking for. And you're reaping now this year what you've sown. You've planted the seeds, you've worked hard, and you're now picking up the bounty, the harvest, or the benefits of the past hard work that you have done. Very successful year, and I feel like this year we're at the pinnacle. Now people can see you. That's why the 6 of Cups popped out. There was this emphasis on you being seen. Yes. And now that you're at the top, everyone's like, what? How can this person that was in this situation at the rock bottom be at the very top? What did this person do? You're really flabbergasting people this year. You're shining bright. You're not letting anything hurt you. Look at that. You're battling the lion. Nothing can come near you, and you're really reaping the benefit. This is the year where you're reaping the benefits of the hard work that you've had to go through to reach that pinnacle, See, the 10 of Swords here is in the dark. No one, when you were fighting for a long time, maybe even years, who knows, when you were fighting and navigating for such a long time, it was in the dark. No one can see. But now you're at the top. People are like, whoa, how did this person do that? What they see as your bounty or as your great luck or the great advantages that no one can think about, even them being in the more fortunate situation, not being there because it's way on top, is because of your hard work, is because of you had to figure it out. And picking up the harvest and enjoying it is just the last step of seasons of hard work and planting the seeds and being patient and taking care of it and dealing with so many things, pests and this, that, or the other. So yeah, this year you're feeling very triumphant. You're shining. Everyone can see you. You've created endurance, the power to endure. You've built strong muscles. Nothing can, after you've hit rock bottom, nothing scares you anymore. Nothing can bring you down. You don't fear anything any longer. And you feel like you're able to go up with courage because you're not threatened by anything. If you go down now, you know what to do to get up. Nothing ever is threatening you. And that's giving you a lot of grit, risk, the capability of leveling up constantly and rising to the top. What an amazing year. My dear pile number 4, very deep reading, especially that you've learned to navigate through your environment. You've learned what to do, what not to do, how to reach success, and most importantly, how to become invincible, my dear pile number 4. So that's the main experience that your future self is showing to you. They're showing you how you're shining bright, bright, how you've become so successful, and how you've become very powerful. So proud of you, pile number 4. Such a beautiful reading. But there is an emphasis on people from your past going, wow, how did this person do that? Yeah, people are pointing at you now. Wow, how did they move from this to that? Yeah, definitely you're an emphasis on you this year. Okay, so now let's take a look at your future self, describing specifically your blessings this year. What are you experiencing? What are you blessed to have this year? So you have Mars in Cancer with quarrel. Remember, these are blessings, right? You have Saturn in Aries with risk. Yeah, I did see that you've taken a huge risk. Okay, I feel like this one wants to come out as well. So what is that? Jupiter in Leo with publicity. Didn't I say that? You're shining like a star this year. There's so many eyes on you. They're like, look, the pointing. Do you see the pointing in your reading? Look at pile number 4. Look at what they've done. Oh my God. I see the flag of victory. I see a lot of eyes on you. Yeah, people are talking about you this year for sure. And in this case, I feel like with the quarrel, people who have previously criticized you may not be too happy seeing you succeed. And so the blessing in this case would not be that they're angry. It would be that you've proved them wrong. That's it. All right. So let's take a look at your tea leaves. You've proven them wrong. Yeah. Seahorse, family matters. Let's keep it here. We're taking a look again at blessings. You have ear with good news. Ooh la la. And see, the month is popping up, so I'm going to respect that and I'm going to take it. December. You're hearing some good news in December. Ooh, very cool, pile number 4. All right. So let's now take a look at your tarot cards. You have the 10 of Cups, talk about blessings, right? Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Cups. So cool, especially with these 2. Talk about mountains, right? You have the 3 of Wands, another Queen, the Queen of Wands. Wow, look at that. Publicity and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, one of the meanings is popularity. Yeah, being very popular. Queen of Wands with publicity. One of your blessings, your future self sees it as a blessing, is that you're becoming very, very popular, a shining star. Perhaps this is where the shock is. They're hearing about how successful you've become. They're watching you, maybe even in the news. Who knows? All right. And you have the 8 of Swords. Okay. So let's take a closer look here at your blessings. Can you see your cards? Maybe we need to push these up a little. And we can put them right there. Yeah, that's smarter. All right. So, 3 of Wands. You're starting a new journey. You're starting a new journey this year. I see you choosing between one path and the other. See, we see you inspecting here with the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands here, you've already chosen the path. 2 of Pentacles shows that you're weighing things out. 10 of Cups shows that you feel very blessed. Here's the thing. You're very blessed in one place, which is because you know how we say don't put all your eggs in one basket. So you're very fortunate in one place and you're thinking, now that I'm very fortunate there, why don't I create a new path for myself. So that's why you have risk, because this year it looks like you feel maybe achieved in one area. It looks like this is the highlight here. You're becoming a star, you're becoming popular, you've come out of the trouble, you've created a lot of success. We saw it in the mountain here. You've created a lot of success, and so you kind of feel like, right, I don't want to have all my eggs in one basket here. So now that I have all these opportunities, maybe the popularity, maybe the wealth, why? Oh, we need this card because I bumped it. Wow, Moon in Taurus with exaltation. Right, so the blessing here is complete. You're thinking, hey, why don't I now open up a new pathway to myself? And I see you creating this pathway, moving in this new path and creating a lot of success, being happy with the direction that you've taken with the exaltation. Look at that, 10 of Cups and exaltation. Oh my God. This is ultimate happiness. One of the huge blessings that you have this year is that you're going to be elated. You're going to feel very happy. 10 is an excess of an energy. In the 10 of Cups, you're feeling very, very happy. And look at that. It's explaining it here with the exaltation. So you feel very happy, my dear pile number 4, this year. That's for sure. One of the blessings that you're getting is a surprise. You'll hear the good news, it seems, in December. I kind of hear in my mind, you won't believe your eyes. This is something big, so look forward to that. Very cool. All right. Another thing that is very clear here in your reading, first of all, with the King of Cups, we see a mountain goat. And mountain goats, they are capable of climbing mountains, no matter how steep they are. It's just fascinating to watch. So I see that you're very happy with your success with the King of Cups. You feel balanced, although you've had to go through a lot of risks. You've had to climb hard mountains. You had to go through a lot of things. Maybe you've worked a lot. But you're now standing at the pinnacle of this mountain, feeling the success, feeling very proud of yourself with how far you have gone. Nah, that's why there's a card missing here. Let's see what this is. Look at that. A ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Again, this idea with the Aries and the mountain goat and the ram. There's a lot of personal strength and perseverance this year. You've worked hard. One of the blessings is that you've had that type of strength to go after what you want and to create a success that maybe other people around you are not able to see at all. Yeah. Another big blessing that I've seen it and I was like, whoa, that's so cool, but I held it for a little while. You see here with the Flower of Stones, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is depicted here as the matriarch bear. And the matriarch bear is very much known with how she pampers herself. She takes great care of herself. She makes sure that she sleeps well, she enjoys her time, does the things that she loves. So yeah, very known to take care of herself. So one of your blessings this year that your future self is explaining here is that, see, 8 of Swords shows stuck energy, at least mentally. So you're able to pamper yourself greatly this year, especially in the areas where you felt like you were kept off from. Like there were some things that you couldn't do in the past, and with the Queen of Pentacles, now these doors have opened up for you and you're able to pamper yourself. So you're really pampering yourself, taking care, although you're working hard, you're taking care of yourself this year. You're looking after yourself. You're doing things that you love and enjoy. My dear pile number 4. I can't help but see family matters here. I don't know what this is about. See, it's in the area of blessings. See, here we have a family in the 10 of Cups. Here we have family matters. So I see you're very blessed in terms of the area of family this year. It seems like you have a nice family, you're enjoying your time with people or family, and together you're enjoying the blessings that are coming for all of you. Ultimate happiness in the area of certainly of family. If you're single, then you might be meeting a special someone and building for sure a family with them. My dear pile number 4. Such a cool reading. I see the number 41. This may mean something to some of you because it caught my attention. Could be 1st of April as well. Yeah, could be 1st of April. Could be really anything. But they popped out, so I thought I should mention it. Okay, so now let's take a look at your future self's description of how you feel this year. And like I was explaining in the previous pile, it's really important because sometimes you have great experiences, but you may not be feeling all that well. And sometimes you don't have that many great experiences, but you feel great. And sometimes you have great experiences and you're feeling your best. And I do have a sneak peek with the 10 of Cups here and Exalted. Looks like you're feeling great this year. But let's take a close look at how your future self is describing how you feel this year. How you feel this year. What are you feeling? You have Moon in Capricorn with practicality. Lovely. You have Venus in Gemini with flattery. That's really nice. We have the god Janus here looking towards the past and the future. So I feel like the way you feel this year is very different from how you feel in the past. Okay. You have door. Opportunities are waiting for you. All right. You have psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Interesting that this comes with how you feel. And you have the Axe. Forces working against you. Wonderful. This, however, is reminding me of work. It's like it's part of the work they're doing here. All these axes and things. Right. I know we don't use axes in farming, but again, it's giving me the energy of working. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups. You have the Page of Swords. Right. I see you jumping onto an opportunity here. That's why you have the Ace of Cups. The door. Yes. All right, wow, Wheel of Fortune. You have the 7 of Cups. You have, wow, the 9 of Cups again. Talk about how you feel. Wow. Okay. You have the 3 of Pentacles. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. There's certainly an emphasis on you starting a new world, especially with the god Janus here. Like we said, your past is different from your future. Ace of Pentacles is like you're getting in touch with a totally new world, and you love your new beginning. So this year is very different from what you've experienced before, and your future self is really enjoying how you feel this year. 9 of Cups shows that you're really happy. I also see that you're very excited about opening a certain opportunity for yourself, because we did see take a risk before, and here we see someone jumping on an opportunity with the Page of Swords. And you're very happy at creating this opportunity for yourself. It looks like it's in the area of work with practicality here. So practicality and flattery, I feel like the biggest, one of your biggest or central emotion is the success and the hard work this year. So how you feel disciplined, because I see masculine energy here, being disciplined, going after what you want with force, doing what is necessary. And we see feminine energy here, in terms of emotion as well, with having great psychic ability, intuition, following your feelings and your gut about something and turning out to be right, bringing you a lot of fortune. So we're taking a look at how you feel this year. Your intuition is guiding you, your strength is helping you move forward. You're succeeding a lot with your working bees here. This year you're working a lot, you're disciplined working, thinking about your career, your future, opening up new doors for yourself, taking a risk. Then you're very happy about the fortune and the opportunities that you've created for yourself and the new worlds you have created, because you not only were you working hard, because you've opened doors for yourself. I see this year you feel very happy, very relaxed. You're taking great care of yourself. You feel like, that's the life I want to live. And the dichotomy of energies here, of working hard. You're taking a look at your reading. You think you're working hard and that's it, but you have both masculine and feminine energies here, and I see that being repeated in your reading, where we see a lot of emphasis on you working very hard but also resting and playing very hard. So this year I see the spring rain clearing the old energy, and I see you perhaps even going out into nature a lot, taking your time to stop and smell the roses, enjoying your life. This year you're really giving it to yourself. You're like, I deserve this, I want this. Yeah, I remember in another part of your reading, you had the opportunity to do things that you wanted. Yeah. That's interesting. I'll get to that in a second, but I wanted to say here, the Seven of Cups. See, Seven of Cups is a lot of things, but I feel like you're being enlightened with the idea that you can make your dreams come true. You can see that now. And so since we're doing this part about how you feel, you're very motivated, is how I would translate this. You're very motivated to go after your dreams. It's one of the potent energies in your reading. Very motivated to make one dream after the other come true, and nothing is standing in your way. Nothing is stopping you. You wish, you believe, and you go. It's like a program. There's no time to think about this. You wish, you dream, and you go, and that's it. So yeah, that's another very important part about how you feel about this year. Now, there was something. Yes. The Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles with work here. I feel like this year you're working with other people and you feel really good about that. That's why it's showing up in your reading. You're collaborating with other people and you're really enjoying it. I feel like there's mutual interest, mutual goals. Where one of you is achieving one thing and the other person is achieving another, but it's in the same direction. The mountain again shows that you and this other person or these other people that you're working with are equally driven. You all are going towards your goal, and that's why the collaboration is beautiful. No one has to push the other to remind them to do their work. It's going automatically because you want some things, they want some things, and the collaboration is beautiful. So your future self feels very happy with regards to that. So there's beautiful collaboration, cooperative energy going on in your reading, my dear pile number 4. So yeah, you dream, you decide, you go. You're opening a lot of opportunities for yourself. You're jumping from one thing to the other, achieving. See, working bees. It's like you have a lot of things working for you. You're doing this and you're doing that and you're doing that, and it's just you're creating an ecosystem that's working. Move to the next. Move to the next. Wow, busy. Yeah, that's why I have the bumblebee. Busy year, and I don't know how you do it, my dear pal number 4, but it seems like you're working very hard and you're playing and enjoying your life very hard. Also, the Three of Pentacles could be talking about family. You're happy that your relationship with others as well. That's another factor. You're happy that your relationship with others are harmonious. You're all working together to achieve your goals in general, whether at work or at home or with your friends. You have harmonious connections and relationships this year, my dear pile number 4. And this is exactly how I see your future self describing your year for you. I've enjoyed it so much. I wish you the best of luck. Beautiful year. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Speaking of achieving dreams, watching something and making it happen, I promise you this book will really help you out in such an easy way. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't waste time or procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. That's the whole point, right? And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal number 4, such a pleasure. Wish you the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!